I bought these two foundations for totally different reasons. I've been using them for almost like 2.5 months, and I generally have no idea who's gonna win and take the permanent spot in my makeup bag. I want my skin to look like my skin. I want my skin to see through even if I'm applying any product on it. So after doing back and forth research, considering my skin condition, I settled on to these two foundations, Armani Luminous Silk Foundation and Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Both the products are widely used by celebrities, recommended by makeup artists, and have a flawless spot, especially for red carpet looks. I know it sounds very simple, but when you buy a luxury product, your first impression starts even before the product sits on your face. For the price point of $45, I was looking for something that gives me little more substantial. With the Armani foundation, I actually picked the small bottle because I was not sure whether this product is going to be in my vanity for a very long time or not, and I don't want to invest something which I know that I'm not going to end up liking it. The Dior that retails for $48 has been talked by people for many years, and this is one of the products that has been widely used by makeup artists for the red carpets, backstage, runways, everywhere. The whole idea behind this product was that this product can be used in a different condition, in a different style of makeup, and can work with the different skin types. This foundation was not trying to give you a feel of heavy luxury foundation. In fact, the reason was Backstage is they wanted to keep it very subtle, that it can be buildable and it looks very natural when a model being photographed. On the other side, Armani give you feel like this foundation is meant to be in your vanity. Armani has been around for many years, and it always considered as a cult favorite foundation. If I talk about the packaging, Armani did win the packaging, and it give you a little bit of emotional satisfaction. This has been used by many makeup artists, and it's one of the favorite product of a lot of celebrity, especially for the red carpet look. And that's exactly why I invest on the mini first, to see how it sits on my skin, rather than just a one luxury product that's sitting in my makeup bag and I didn't even use it. A lot of products look so beautiful on the skin the minute you apply it, but the real test comes later, like how it sits on your skin. Does it dry out your skin or make it more texture? Does it start getting separated? Does it sit on your lines? I've always been very careful about my makeup and skincare because my skin type is sensitive and my skin reacts instantly. I have a quick tip I would like to share with you all. Always know your undertone while you're going to buy a foundation, whether online purchases or a retail store. If you know your undertone, you will always have a better shade match. I mean, foundation can have the right depth but still look slightly off if the undertone is wrong. If it's too yellow, too pink, too peach, too olive, too neutral, it will give you a little bit of disconnect from face to neck. So for me, Dior 2W Warm sits on more on yellowish golden undertone, and Armani sits more on a peachy warm undertone. Let us apply this foundation side by side and see how this sits on my skin, how it feels, and what kind of a texture they give it to me. I'm gonna do half Armani and half Dior. For me, skin prep is a very important part of my routine. I always start by layering a thick moisturizer and let it set for a few minutes before I apply my sunscreen. Well, I'm not a primer girl as it always separates my foundation, so I skip that part and spray a generous amount of good setting spray before I start the application. For me, generally, less is more, so I only use 1 or 2 pumps for my whole face. I start by putting small dots on my face, spreading it evenly with the help of flat foundation or kabuki brush, and even it out with my beauty blender if I need it. I use only very little product because Dior is supposed to be buildable foundation. I always prefer starting light and add more only where I need it. While Dior Backstage feels more liquidy as it spreads evenly and quickly, it feels very lightweighted on my skin. You can tell why it's been called face and body foundation because it does not feel like a thick traditional foundation. On the other side, Armani Luminous Silk feels more silkier. Even though the product is more on the creamy side, it does not feel heavy at all. It glides smoothly and it leaves very natural shine and glow. Even the blending is very smooth with light hand. Armani foundation feels like it wants to melt into my skin rather than just sits on the top. It feels hydrated. It does not give any dryness on my skin. This one immediately gives me that soft hydrated look. Not wet, not greasy, just smoother. While both of them have their own way of making my skin look more polished without looking like a full coverage foundation. It gives me medium coverage that still feels breathable. Now let's just talk about formula. Dior Backstage. Hi baby. Now let's just talk about its formula. Dior. Hi Pepper. Say hello. Okay, go. I need to. Now let's just talk about its formula. Dior Backstage foundation has 94% squalane, it's water-based foundation, and claimed to have a hyaluronic acid that makes your skin hydrated for longer period of a time. It has no parabens, making it highly waterproof and sweat-proof. On the other hand, Armani has microfill technology. It's silicone-based foundation that even out your skin pores and give you a smooth finish. Armani Luminous is enriched with glycerin, have niacinamide and Mediterranean flower extract. It has very creamy and weightless texture. If you are someone who enjoy honest self-experience review, side-by-side comparison, the reason behind the why for beauty industry rather than following the trend, I would love to have you here. Consider subscribing because this is exactly what you're going to see more on this channel. So Dior is fit for you if you're looking for more lightweight foundations. You are more into flexible coverage. You want something which can sheer out. You're one who's looking for buildable coverage, which you can work it out in the layers. If you want something creamy, full coverage, this is not for you. But if you are a person who wants something for summer season, this is very good product. It's sweat proof. It will stay whole day. It stays very long. But if you want something hydration, you want something to soothe out, Dior may not be the perfect foundation for you. It's a very good foundation, but I may not reach out to it when I need my skin to look best, but with the least efforts. Armani foundation makes sense if you need something very hydrated, you want glowy finish, you want sheer finish on your face, but you still want your skin to see through it. You have a normal to dry skin, and it's very good for the sensitive skin. Like I have a sensitive skin. I've been using this foundation and my skin did not break through. I did not get any rashes, redness. It's a really good product. This will give you a polished look without even looking so heavy and cakey. If you want your skin to still feel like your skin and still give you with that elegant look, this is the product. I would like to recommend this foundation who has a similar choice like mine. The only cautious with this product is if you have oily or oily to combination skin and you want something matte, this will probably not work for you. If I have to make one decision to pick one foundation, which is very difficult right now because both foundation has their own different formulas. They both are meant for different occasion, different types of weather. They have a different purposes to solve. But if in case I have to pick one, I would rather go with Armani's Luminous Silk foundation. Not because it's Armani, it's because it sits with my skin preferences more. Because my skin is more sensitive, I was specifically looking for a more hydrated, natural, glowy foundation which still feel or give me my skin finish rather than give me a look like I have put a lot of makeup. I would also like to put Dior in my vanity too because it has a different purpose for certain weather, for certain occasion where I want my makeup to sit for a very longer period of time without breaking out, without giving separates. One product that is waterproof, sweat proof, and goes for special occasion. I would definitely wanted to use this product. I think these two are very high quality products, but yeah, this is going to be my go-to product and this is going to be my special occasion products. These days I am changing my routine, so I think these are the products, very high and very luxury, in this market for a very long time, loved by so many people. It's a cult favorite, and I'm glad that I have working with these two products now. If you have tried either of these foundation, I would genuinely love to know which one works best for your skin. Are you team Dior or are you team Armani? Leave a comment below because I'm always curious to know how product perform on different skin types. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one.